Good morning. It is 7:30 on Tuesday. I'm just leaving the house and I deleted the DoorDash app and the Instacart app. Do the reset of it or whatever where you log off, you delete the app, turn off your phone, and then re-download it. I'm hoping that works because let me tell you, I don't even want to turn on DoorDash because it's so bad. Instacart, usually if I do this, it'll get a little decent. If I'm out at 6 in the morning, it's great, but I just can't get up that early anymore. So I want to go over something with Metrobi yesterday that I'm a little upset about. So the name of the restaurant that I delivered for is Alanti. That's who I did last time with them. And everything was fine. I only had one delivery this time. Last time I dropped it off as well because the person wasn't at the office yet. So I dropped off the bag and took a picture and was fine. So this time the person was there and took the bag. I took a picture of it. I did everything I had to do. About 2 hours later, I get a call from them saying, what happened? I'm like, what do you mean what happened? They said, well, you didn't set it up. I'm like, she took the bag from me. And he's like, well, you're supposed to write on the receipt thing that there's no setup because Alanti, or the manager called and complained that there was no setup. I said, it says on here to hand to recipient, and she took it. I said, no, I'm like, nobody ever told me that I had to have that. He's like, oh, I'm sure we did. I'm like, I'm sure you didn't. And I said, so now what? He goes, well, they're probably going to penalize you. I'm like, as far as, well, your pay. I'm like, oh, no. I said, I'm going to call them. And the guy's like, okay, fine. So I called them, and the gentleman is like, I have no idea what you're talking about. He's like, you're listed as a 5.0. He's like, we just requested you as a preferred driver. Like, everything is fine. He goes, I know this customer. We deliver to her all the time. She's very chill. She just takes the bag and that's it. I said, I understand that. I said, but they're telling me that you are going to deduct from my pay. And he's like, no, we're not. I don't know what they're talking about, whatever. So I am going to, the next time I do this, because this is the only restaurant that I do for Alanti because the other ones are all downtown and stuff. I'm going to give them my business card and ask them, can we just do this direct? Because I'm beginning to not like Metrobi. I can't get the added on tip. I can't, they blame the restaurants for everything when it's not. It's them. So I called Metrobi back and I'm like, I just talked to them and they said that they never sent a complaint and they are definitely not docking my pay. I said, so on Monday, I expect my full pay. And what is funny is my pay is not listed in, how after you do a job, you can go look and see what you were paid. It's a zero. They better not hold my money back. And I told them, I'm like, listen, I'm in a contract. I accepted this job for this amount of money. That is what I'm getting. So I'm going to wait and see if they deduct pay for me. I will not let it go. And it is, even if it's $5, it's at that point, it's not about the money. It's the principle. Where are these apps coming up that they can just take money from us? I don't understand. And I think it's because most people just don't argue back. They're just like, okay, no. So I'm hoping that that's not the case. But anyways, today I have, pray for me for today because I'm a little nervous. I have a Zifty at 10:25 to deliver at 11, but I know this is probably my favorite company, people-wise, to deliver to. And I'm hoping to get there as long as the restaurant has the food ready. I should be able to get there at 10:45. The setup is probably 5 minutes tops. I have an 11:36 on delivered, and I'm freaking out because of my stats. I can't be late at all. So I really need, I'm going to go to the restaurant early. The first one for Zifty is a relish, so I'm waiting until 9 o'clock when it updates to see how many items it is. They only tip a flat fee. Everything that they do, I don't care if you have $100 or $900, it's a $25 tip. So I'm hoping that it goes down in items so that it's not that many. I've picked up from this place once, but I want to say it may have been on DoorDash and I had to wait. But I'm hoping that this Easy Cater scare, did anybody else see that? Easy Cater sent a memo or an email out to the restaurants, pretty much threatening them like they threatened us, about our stats and saying that if they are not on time, You know, their first one, they get like a counseling. The second one, they have to have a meeting with Easy Cater's people. And the third one, they get paused. They don't get any orders. So, which is great, because how many times have we gone to restaurants and they're not ready and they have no sense of urgency whatsoever? I mean, none. So I'm hoping that that is going to work in my favor today, that they will have this done, because I can't see this place having a lot of Easy Cater orders. I know they have today's because it's a relish, and these offices are trying to get more restaurants so that they have a bigger variety. So I'm really hoping that this is the only order that they have and that it's ready when I get there, or at least on time. As long as it's ready on time, I'm good. I'm hoping it's ready a little bit early, so that's why I'm going to get there like 15 minutes early to see if I can push them along. My husband got a pretty big order. It's actually, the order itself is not big. It's $600 worth of food, but he's getting like $135. They tipped 20%. So off it delivered. So with a $10 fee, it came out to like $130 something. But I'm sure I'll talk to you guys throughout the day. I think I'm liking that better, where I kind of don't do one long video in the morning and just kind of throughout the day. Maybe if I get something, I can try to record that and see what's going on. I'm at 39 subscribers now, guys. 11 more. That's all I need. 11. So I'm hoping that I can get that this week. We'll see. And then next week we'll do something live. So I'll chat with you guys later, and I hope you're having a great day. Hey guys, it's like 12:30 now, and I just finished up my second catering, the one for delivered. I did make it on time, which is great. However, I made the biggest rookie mistake. It was a simple order. It was only $140 worth of food from Lazy Dog. I don't know if anybody has picked up from Lazy Dog before. Let me just turn this, silent this. The boxes that they use are the worst boxes in the whole entire world, because they don't fit. You can only fit one in a catering bag. Now I have a normal size catering bag and a larger catering bag, and I have this huge pizza bag. The pizza bag is the only bag that I use for my morning delivery for all the pizza. 18 large slices of pizza all fit in there, so it's big. I couldn't get to these boxes in any of these to go two in a bag because of the width of these boxes. It's so stupid. $140 worth of food, and I struggled. I should have used my cart. I understand that. But in my mind, $140 worth of food in a cart, but I should have done it because they ordered 5 drinks, 5 iced teas. So I had the 2 boxes in one arm, and I had the drink carrier with 4 drinks in one hand, and I had the other drink resting on one of the boxes. Nobody helped, which I understand. Nobody is responsible to help me. But if I would have seen somebody struggling the way that I was struggling, I would have been like, let me help you. But whatever, that's neither here nor there. It's my responsibility. Get all the way up to the 14th floor to the office. Let me see what the Zifty is, if it would update. No. All the way up. I get in the office and it just slides right on the ground. So I'm like, oh my gosh, guys, I just dropped one of your drinks. So there was 2 people at the window and then somebody sitting behind them. And the one sitting behind them her look was like, really? But okay, I understand. The 2 people at the front, the guy, so nice. I said, can somebody tell me where to put this food down so that I can come and deal with this spilled drink? So I went into the little cafeteria, set it up, took a picture, ended, my delivered thing, which my stats did not go up today like I thought that they were going to. So I go back out and I said, do you have a mop so that I can clean this up? And they're like, oh my gosh, that's a huge mess. Well, I understand that. You see the drinks that you ordered, it's all on the ground. So the gentleman, he was a young kid. He's like, don't worry about it. I got it. I'm like, no, I feel bad. I said, if you have a mop. And the girl's like, it's okay. I'm like, really, I don't mind. She's like, you should just leave now. Okay. I spilled it. I felt it was my responsibility to clean it up, but she didn't want me to, so whatever. So I had to call Delivered and tell them, and the woman at Delivered was so nice. She's like, it happens all the time. People, drinks spill. It's not a big deal. I'm like, I know. I said, but I just feel bad because somebody's out of a drink now, and she's like, don't worry about it. If they call, we'll refund the drink, so it's not a big deal. But I should have used a cart, but in my head, like I said, why in the world do I need a cart for $140 worth of food? The second box had one item in it, just one. If they would have put that in a bag, I would have been fine. But because it was in a box that wouldn't fit into anything else, whatever. I take 100% responsibility. It was my fault. But that is the kind of day I'm having. So all of my shoe is now, my sock, my shoe, everything is soaked. So I'm going home. I'm going to snuggle with my cats, see if they can make me uncranky. My poor husband. I talked to him right afterwards, and he got the brunt of my, I can't believe this. Who orders 5 fountain drinks? Whatever. But I don't believe it was a true catering order. I think that they probably just ordered lunch from Lazy Dog, and Lazy Dog used, actually, I guess I could see if that was an Easy Cater order. Yeah, it was an Easy Cater order, so I'm wrong. But normally, you don't get fountain drinks. On DoorDash and stuff, yes, but usually not for catering. But we'll see. On Zifty for tomorrow, I do have this same company that I delivered to today. So I'm hoping Delivered sends me something that I can work around that again, like I did today. Or they send me a large order, because I haven't had one in 2 weeks now, and I was usually getting 1 to 2 a week. So I'm not sure what happened with that, but hopefully we can get back on track, and then hopefully maybe tomorrow my stats will go up. I'm so obsessed with these stats. I'm sure you guys are sick of hearing about it, but so I do have everything on to see. I pass a Whole Foods and an Amazon Fresh to see if maybe I can get something from there, or a shopping. I really want to shop today, but I really, really want to go home and eat. I've not eaten anything, which is part of my crabbiness, and I would like to change my socks and a different pair of shoes. Maybe throw these in the wash. So, hope you guys are having a better day than me. Yesterday I had a case of the Mondays. Today I had a case of the slippery fingers and drop-in drinks. But we still made decent money. My husband's order was super easy. It was from Potbelly, and they literally, came out with a cart and took the order from him. That was it. So $600 something worth of food, and he got paid $135, I think he said. I can't remember. But and his stats didn't move either. I want his stats to go up so that we can both be elite when this thing goes into effect, so that we can make the most money possible. Because summer is going to be expensive with travel ball and away tournaments and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, I'm almost home. I think it's gonna rain. So that's my negativity for the day, and I apologize. I try to stay pretty positive. I watch some channels, and I understand. I get it 1,000%. Gig work can bring out the worst in you, and you just see all the bad, that you want to be negative. But I try so hard to stay positive about everything. My husband told me when he first met me that I was sunshine and rainbows. Or no, not that. It was rainbows and puppies. Rainbows and puppies. But I kind of like